when he come back from the barbershop, bearded up.
That was so big.
And got a hairline.
Why is that wrong? Why is that wrong? That's what y'all do.
No, we don't. Like that's what
you
I'm
don't
saying.
just go.
I'm always open with whoever I'm dealing with.
What I'm saying is, it's gonna be open because he didn't do it. He didn't.
No, he said I'm going to the. Something. Do you know I only know the beat to this song? That's it. Was this on Above the Rim soundtrack?
No, this is on Doggy Style. Snoop Dogg.
But didn't they have a song on the soundtrack with this beat? Okay, see, y'all gonna stop playing me like I just don't be knowing nothing. I be knowing something. But this was on the Above the Rim soundtrack. At least the beat was. Which, you know, was also a Tupac movie. Just, you know, throw that tidbit in there.
That was. Tupac was Birdie.
Yep. Y'all know that's one of my movies, right? Although I still cannot watch him get killed in that movie, even though I know it's fake.
No?
No. I have to turn my head every time. Like, you know, when you were a kid and they tell you during the sex scenes, turn your head. I just turn it till I know it's over. Yep.
Yeah, you know it's coming. You're like, oh no.
Yeah, I can't. You know what? That's just the thing about me. Like, people that I like, whether it's a, you know, actor or a singer or somebody, if they've played in movies where they get killed, I can never watch the kill scene after they die.
Oh, my God.
I don't, hey.
They're just acting.
Doesn't matter. They're like really good.
Shani.
What's happening?
So you got your hair right?
Do you got your hair right?
I'm just saying, you was on it. I'm just making sure you was good. Just making sure. You was hooking it up. You saying?
I'm done.
That was a good comeback, though.
I don't have hair, so.
I know, that's what made it such a good comeback.
It's not a thing. I don't like, you know, feel crazy about it or nothing.
I didn't say you did.
Let me be funny.
You know what I mean? What's up? How y'all doing? Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Saturdays are for podcasts.
You know what I'm saying? Saturdays are for podcasts. What's up?
I'm chilling, yeah.
You good?
Yep.
Yeah. That's good. Glad to see that y'all good. I'm good too. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
All right. What's up? How was your week?
It was weekend.
My first week back at work. Is it my first week? Was it? Yes, it was. My first official week back at work. And it was good. It was other bullshit going on that made my week a little rough, but the work week was cool.
The work part was...
Yeah.
Yeah. If you eased back in, it wasn't like no...
My boss was like, just do some trainings and... what else did she say? Do and read emails.
Oh, so you was chilling. Pretty much. How was your work week?
It was regular.
It was regular?
Regular.
Any parents come for you?
Actually, I'm only on week 2, and I've already had a kid taken out my class by the parent because the parent felt that I wasn't moving fast enough. But I'm like, school just started.
Oh, wasn't moving fast enough. Who are they to decide who's moving and how fast?
Like the first few weeks of school is all review, and what you think is review ain't really necessarily review for some.
Yeah.
You know, I think parents forget that when they were in school, a lot of times, you know, summer break kind of makes you, you know, forget some things. For some of these babies, they forgot everything. So you got to kind of ease back in there.
You got to kind of recondition them.
Yeah, they wasn't doing them school books either, like how we had when we was kids.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, parents, bring them school books back. Make your baby, you know what I'm saying? Keep that mind working.
For real. They not doing that during the summer.
Gotta keep
and it
stacking,
shows.
Keep stacking on that.
And then, you know, we got little kids. It's different for them during summer break.
Ain't none of us got no kids. We parents.
But you got, you know, nieces and nephews and stuff. And so, like, these kids, you know, especially when you're dealing with first grade, naps are like, you know, normal parts of their lives. So to come back There ain't no nap in the day. It's like you can't just, throw them a full day of just let me just go all day.
Kind of get in a place when like they start getting.
Yeah.
So you deal with what is first graders?
Yeah.
How many fell asleep in class?
Oh, I've had a lot of that this week, and I ain't gonna lie, that is one of the most annoying things. I done told my kids, if I gotta be awake, you gotta be awake. You don't just sleep in my class.
I don't remember falling asleep in class in first grade. I really don't.
No.
But here's the thing, they don't fall asleep because they're bored though, because I literally watched that, it's like a different like activity team in my school, right? So they were coming around to introduce themselves to the kids, kind of like to let them know what to expect and different activities they want to do. So they like bouncing around the class, all the energy. And I watched this baby go.
No, they just, I don't think they just be tired. They be worn out.
He's like, I can't do it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the difference in today and back then? Us doing work in the summer aside. Do y'all remember falling asleep in class in first, second grade?
But it was always like maybe a student that might be like that though over my years. Like, occasionally you'll run into that student. It wasn't like too many of us, but it might be like a student that was like that guy that be falling asleep in class.
I mean, I get it now because
you be looking like homie got a rough life.
Right, and that's what I was going to say. The parenting is a little different. Again, not knocking nobody. Even though I know my bedtime was just asinine, a lot of people I knew had bedtimes, that were kind of realistic. These babies, they don't be having them. Like, I had one baby, she came to me and she was upset because I was like, baby, you got to do your work. Like, what are we doing? And she was like, I didn't get any sleep yesterday. I said, okay, so what happened yesterday? Well, I had to come back from daycare early. And when I came back from daycare, I had to go swimming, and then I had to watch movies with my sister. And I said, so basically you had fun and now you want to sleep all day in my class?
Pretty much.
Like, no.
Nah, y'all need to stay y'all little asses up. Parents, y'all need to make sure that y'all kids is awake in class. And I ain't got no kids. I don't care. I said what I said. Now as an adult, I understand falling asleep. I'm fat and I'm older, so should be happening.
It's all good, but
as a kid, wake your little ass up.
That's right. But other than that, they've been all right. They, still trying to. That's been our focus these first couple of weeks. Even though we doing some academic review, it's really been a push on the rules and the classroom.
Y'all trying to get it in order right now.
Yeah, you dealing with a lot of that. Like, this is a different generation.
Right.
Generation.
Yeah. They look at stuff differently.
You be like, get in line. We used to know how to walk in a line.
Line. That's the patriarchy.
Man, these kids, I be telling them, baby, just follow the yellow, and my line still be just.
They're like, I don't follow lines. You're saying yeah.
It's different. It's different. I ain't gonna lie, they wear me out. I go to sleep early.
Ain't the math different now? Like the way they do math?
Yes.
It's different now?
But it's not too bad when you teach in first grade. It's really not that bad.
When does it start like really getting different? Like from the stuff we like learn.
I want to say third and up. I think pre-K to second, more than math being different, the English language arts is different. Because they expect you to learn how to do a lot more earlier now than when we was in school.
Oh, okay. I got you. That's good. That is good overall.
No, it's not. Because it also just, so you know how you guys asked me that, like the big difference?
They say your brain like packs in information like and retains it when like the younger you are. So you get that stuff in early and it's good.
But when you in kindergarten and you trying to like really, like these babies for some, they still just kind of learning, the basic words and stuff. And we like, nah, you need to be able to put together a sentence and you need to be like paragraphing it in first grade.
I feel that, and you do want kids to be able to be kids, right?
Yeah.
But I once knew a woman who put her kid on that Your Baby Can Read, that program that used to be out, Your Baby Can Read, right? And that baby that shit works.
I believe
like I said, like that whole little philosophy, like packing all that shit works. Like I saw it work. That little girl was, and everybody's like, oh, little smart little kid. She was not just like smart little baby like that. I don't think that shit worked. I saw it work. And this was like a little 3-year-old holding whole conversations with you differently than how 3-year-olds, they'll talk to you.
They should bring naps back to kindergarten. That is just my belief. Or
I'm not.
I think
there's
naps.
no more naps, and they're not half days anymore.
Damn, y'all ain't bringing out the cots.
No,
them green cots.
Ain't no naps.
When did the naps? The naps stop at?
I think
preschool?
pre-K, if they even have them in pre-K.
Damn.
I know for sure TK and kindergarten.
No, that's putting a lot on teachers for like them to just go straight through.
And they don't have to have
kindergartners
days.
need naps.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, they need to.
And they don't need a full day of school.
I couldn't be no teacher because I would get in trouble because y'all would be laying y'all heads down at that desk.
My kids do every day. When they come in from recess, they know that it says on the board, calm time. They put their heads down for a good 5 minutes because, when you first come from outside, you be real
y'all better
turned up.
calm your little asses down right now first.
Every time.
I'm not going to even talk to y'all until y'all calm down.
And from recess, we have, breathing techniques that they follow to kind of bring down the excitement.
Right.
So I could get through a lesson or two,
Got it. All right, That's cool. Yeah. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them.
Don't do that. I like my babies.
I love
this
the
year.
babies. I love the babies, but I ain't got to deal with them.
This year.
I mean, so good to, know that they're in good hands and all.
Yeah. So far, so good on the parents.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
All right, I'm going to introduce, then we can keep rolling.
Fucking.
On the river.
Fucking.
Right.
That's what that song say, right?
What?
Rolling, fucking. Rolling.
Oh, I was singing a whole different song. Never mind.
Yeah, we was on that.
I was on Tina Turner. I don't know what
Linkin
y'all
Park?
was on.
Not Linkin Park.
Is that Kid Rock?
No, that was Limp Bizkit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That took me back.
Yeah. They was talking about drugs.
I know.
All right. You have now tapped into the Deez Ninjas Podcast, and we are so glad
So glad.
that you came to kick it with us. I am Club Dynamite, the coolest ninja and I'm here with a couple of ninjas. This is a real ninja roll call. Tess, what up?
What up?
Shanni Love.
What's happening?
Hey. How y'all doing? Well,
Lord.
we already did how you
I
doing.
just saw that. I ain't doing it with you. Y'all still on y'all own with that place. Boy,
I'm sorry, y'all. It was an Arby's commercial test. I was a boycotted.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah. We're not with that.
That's the thing I do not look forward to ever. It's not on my bucket list.
Shout out to Cash. Yo, if the burger come back, son, we got to have like a little burger get together at Arby's.
I'm going to take y'all to go get some real burgers.
I've
had real burgers.
I'm going to get real Wagyu burger.
You could just make them for us, you don't have to really.
I like that idea too.
That's true, too.
Nowhere.
That's true.
Y'all know that JJ Rascal could cook.
Yo, did you see when he posted those turkey legs the other day?
Nigga, you made turkey legs?
Yeah.
Was this on my...
Yeah.
So if I would have came, I would have... Were they stuffed?
No, they weren't stuffed.
Y'all better come get him. He domesticated. Come get this man. House husband.
No, I ain't domesticated, but I can cook. I can cook for sure. Wow. So, we back at it. Another week in the books. It's episode 80.
Damn, really?
Yep.
We almost to 100.
Episode 80. This week has not really been that, there hasn't been that much going on this week.
But that's a good thing because, some of the weeks we've been having have been real,
Spicy
you need
light.
a break sometime.
Spicy light. Yeah. I've been just watching news shit, really. It ain't been too much. I mean, too much, I guess, that's on my radar. You see little weird stuff going on, but I think some of that stuff is starting to just fall off my radar.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I like it when it's calm sometimes.
Nah, it's something in the background, I'm sure.
Oh, right. And that's what I'm saying. We need some calm.
Oh, yeah. It's always
before the storm. Because remember, you spend time when you wake up in the morning, you like, damn, can we just get a day where ain't nothing happening?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm alone in that. But that's how I used to feel. I get up and I be like, man, I can't even watch the news this morning. I'm just going to work.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, look, if you just watch the news, you're going to see some wild, crazy, so. You can't get away from it. They make sure that they show you the wild crazy shit.
But the way social media is, I feel like you don't even need to watch the news, to be honest with you, because social media tell everything.
Yeah.
Like social media just, yeah.
Like
right.
most of the stuff that we are going to dive into today, you know, like, or the main one, I should say, that's definitely everybody been talking about it on Facebook. So.
What's that?
The student loans.
Oh, I don't be on Facebook, so I was really curious to know which one.
But it's been on IG and Twitter too.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely been on IG and Twitter. I've been, but I'm not on Facebook, so I didn't. It could have been. I was waiting to find out maybe something. I was. Yes, what?
I cannot.
You got to get back on Facebook.
I'm gonna tell you the real. When I went on there, it was so much shit going on there. That shit looked like I'm cool. There's too much shit on there.
I ain't
look
really
like
been
I'm
feeling
cool.
either.
Yeah. It was just, I'm like, it's stuff over here, and it's too much. I don't have time for all of that.
See, I'm a ranter, so that's why I like Facebook, because I get on my social soapbox, and you know, it really grinds my gears. You know.
I prefer that, but I find like on the timelines now, I be like, you know, trying to see what everybody's talking about, and then be like this news story and that news story, or clips for Amazon and all of that, and then I end up getting off because I get tired of having to scroll through a lot of shit I'm not attached to in order to get to what somebody else talking about. That's a real life human, you know?
I feel like Instagram is just all, I mean, even though it's people you know, I feel like it's all videos.
Yeah, Instagram too, I have been off of too, because too many ads and shit
They're
for me.
definitely leaning towards videos. You saw it was like a little, they were getting a little, people getting mad at them because it was going too heavy videos, and the stuff was starting to go away from pictures, and Instagram was whole original purpose was pictures. Right. And so because people were leaning so hard videos, even like the little Jenner girls and everybody, they start speaking out like, hey, we just trying to post pictures sometimes. Right. Like
they like real, Snapchat.
Like, right. What it is TikTok got everybody trying to figure it out.
Because everything got a reel now. TikTok reels, IG reels, Facebook reels.
Well, TikTok is probably the leader in that, even though I think a few other people was doing it too, like Triller and the other folks. But you see Instagram and that whole entity just bite whatever is popping. So they go, Snapchat is doing that. They go get some Snapchat and throw it in. And so Instagram has kind of lost its way somewhat because it's just trying to be everything that everybody else is.
That's why I've been liking Twitter, ironically, a little bit more, because I don't get all the ads and, you know, like I just get to see what people talking about. That makes me content.
You like one porn person on Twitter.
And they like, oh, you like this?
Oh my God. Now all I see is the ass coochie dick. I don't even want to see that.
Twitter,
I like
Twitter
one
will shoot it to you. Like Twitter will be like, here, all that.
See, I don't be having that problem.
And then that person will flood it. And then your whole shit look crazy.
So that you know what my algorithm looks like. So I don't be having like
don't make that mistake.
Hey, this woman has the tamest social media explore page.
Tame. Oh, you mean on the explore page? I was talking on Twitter.
Explore page is tame as shit. It is like wholesome, good, clean, and wholesome.
Because
I don't even know how to do that. Like I'm trying to change mine. I don't know how I get that.
And so he's not talking about my personal, like my personal one is just people that I know, that's it. But on my other page, like I look up shit like, you know, healthy shit and who I like at the time, actor-wise, like.
She be looking up her celebrity crush.
So that's why he making fun of me.
So she can order posters.
Man, I got HBCU stuff all up. That's why he say it's tame, because, you know.
I need a tame page.
It's super tame, though. It doesn't look fun.
It sounds like it. I'll be having fun on it.
It's not look fun.
Whatever.
That's because you follow all the strippers.
Yeah.
And, you know.
No, I don't.
Yep.
Yes, you do.
I also follow bartenders.
See.
And the strippers being the
best.
I'm just playing, man. I don't even know who's a stripper.
I be getting new recipes and stuff. Like, it be working out for me.
I get recipes. My stuff got a gang of. Mine is very interesting. It's diverse.
Mine is diverse enough for me. Okay. And my Twitter be cool, so I'll be straight.
What's your Explore page look like?
I don't have one.
Yes, you do.
I do?
Yeah.
Everybody got one.
What
It's
is
if you
it?
click on the search, then it'd be
let me
like
see your IG Explore page.
things they suggest to you.
That's
He gonna be judging too, watch. He likes to judge. He's the judger of the
Not
squad.
I don't give a fuck.
He finds something
Not
wrong with
judging.
everything.
I was just saying if it was fun. look
Now,
fun
where you
enough.
go to it?
When you click on your magnified search,
Ah! What is that? Is that a snake?
Yeah.
How'd that get on my page?
Following snakes.
No.
Let me see.
but the snake is next to what though? Is that an alligator?
That's a snake and a cat.
Oh,
And the snake is real. It's not a toy.
y'all don't judge me. I don't wear my glasses, and her phone was far, so it just looked like something
Okay.
big to me.
You probably thought I had dick and stuff on there.
I hope you didn't
I
have
would-
No,
that.
I'm talking about tags.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised
wouldn't
if
be
that's
going
what
through
I
it
saw
all
it is
willy-nilly.
either.
Mine is really mild. You see nails and hair, and you might see a couple of women posing because I be
Thank
looking at clothes
you.
and stuff. But you probably got people busting it open on yours.
Nah, I don't
Yes,
even
you
know where
do.
the people that be
He
busting
got
it
the
open be at.
strippers.
I know he do.
The strippers.
I don't even know where they be at.
And the IG models.
I've had people send me videos like sometime where I'm like, I don't even know where this part of IG is. Like, where is that part of IG? How did y'all find this? I didn't know this was going on.
Whatever. He
I
know
think it's like underground IG or some shit.
you be having
Oh.
the models and all
I'm
that stuff.
That
I'm
wasn't
serious.
my Explorer page. That's
Of
the
course, I'll have. Oh, that's the new
that's
one?
the decadent Yeah.
Oh yeah, she like nah.
And
Mine's
see,
is way
he
more
was
turned
looking
up
at
than
my
that.
Mocha Vibes one, but my other one is the same too because I only follow people I know on my personal.
Oh yeah, food,
Yep,
nails,
I always have a lot of food and nails on my stuff. That's why he said it was boring.
wigs. Ain't no weird.
See,
snake
and
shit
here
on
you
here.
go, and all I see is ass shaking.
Exactly.
on
I don't got
yours.
none of that on mine.
I didn't do that though.
It's based on what you
I didn't
look
do
at
that.
and who you follow.
Exactly.
Over here judging.
Oh, oops, hold up.
Yeah,
That's not even really mine.
Oh, that ain't really yours.
No, it wasn't. That
Oh
was a,
my God, y'all, he
that was
lying.
that was a sub account I helped somebody out with.
Nah.
See, over here judging. I have a lot of news
All right.
stories on mine.
It was just interesting to see what yours look like. I know mine's is kind of crazy, so I'm not gonna say it's not.
Yeah, mine be crazy hair videos like this. All she had was like, you see, they be making
Hey.
magic.
Hey, it's some people out here doing some miraculous stuff, but it's like faulty.
They're doing the Lord's work.
There's hat fishes and face fishes out here.
But that's a good thing. Let me
No,
tell you
Wow,
some
why
of
I
they
say
that-
gave her a
No,
whole.
the face fish. Look,
Look,
no.
start from the beginning.
But that's what I'm saying. With the hair stuff, it makes sense to me. Because remember, there was a time when people would go through cancer and stuff, and the wigs was just the worst of the worst.
Yeah, them
But
wigs
now
was
they be
raggedy.
making you still look good with
Okay.
dignity.
We
That's-
came a
that's
long
cool.
way in the hair game.
Yeah.
She went from
That's cool. I'm
missing
talking,
in the ceiling.
I'm talking
to-
about the actual hair fishes.
No, that wasn't
mean like the
actually. All she
man-
had was a track in the back. That was her real hair.
Oh, yeah.
He talking about them men that be coming with the full face.
Because
beards.
I'm about to do that. I'm about to get dreads. I'm gonna get the pop smoke dreads.
So then I'm gonna be asking you what I said earlier stands.
What?
Did you fix your shit? Whatever I said about fixing
Oh,
your
then
hair.
yeah, then we can have that talk. Then we can have that talk. I'm gonna get the pop smoke dreads. I'm
Please
gonna
don't
be
do
changed. Then I'm gonna
that.
change it up. I'm
Do
gonna
not
change it
do
up,
that.
man. Shit.
I'd be mad if like I met this dude and I'm like, oh, he fine with his beard and stuff, and then it just
come with
comes off like,
His shit start unsticking. And
yeah, that would just
peel
not
it off.
be.
Yeah, and you know what? I am a avid wig wearer.
That's a gross double standard, by the way.
It
No,
is
it's
because I was
not.
about to say I really am in the wig game, but if a dude's lace front beard start lifting, like check please, because
That's
It's not a double standard
it's a
because
gross double standard.
I don't like. She just said openly she wears wigs. Nobody I deal with. No, first I got hair, but they know like you getting whatever I feel like looking like that day. So if I want it long, it's gonna be long. It's gonna be short. It's gonna be short. But these dudes don't be out there telling
yeah,
people.
they're not saying. By the
that
way,
that
I
ain't
wear a man
theirs.
unit.
I don't know. What if he like one day came with it and he never had it and he like what if it was like that? right?
Nigga, warn
I
me.
be
hold
mad.
up. What I'm saying is like, so when he do it, it's gonna be obvious to you because he gonna come to you like Thursday, nigga, light face on Friday. When it's time to go out, nigga come back. Hey, I'm going to the barbershop today. When he come back from the barbershop, bearded up.
That was so big.
And got a hairline.
Why is that wrong? Why is that wrong? That's what y'all do.
No, we don't. Like that's what
you
I'm
don't
saying.
just go.
I'm always open with whoever I'm dealing with.
What I'm
from
saying
day
is,
one.
it's gonna be open because he didn't do it. He didn't meet.
No, he said I'm going to the barber shop.
Let me know that you showing up with a lace front.
What I'm saying is
exactly.
you know that it's fake when he pull up because you saw what it looked like before that.
Correct, but what I'm saying is that girls don't,
No,
they're
it's the same.
What he trying to say is ball lives matter. That's what he's trying to say.
What I'm saying is it's the same, right? If you pull up with a new wig tomorrow, right?
But if you should expect it if I've already told you I wear wigs.
You know I wear wigs.
Right,
what if he be like, man, I'll be changing my beard up all the time?
First of all, you just changed. He changed my scenario.
I'm just saying, you did too.
If I meet a dude already with a beard, then he takes it off, I'm gonna be like, "What?"
That's not what I said. I said
you better leave that beard on in the bed.
I said if he don't have a beard,
or
then he
if he doing something that it's like that would be like.
Hey, so when you start yanking on his beard, and tug off. You like, ain't this something?
That would be a big turn off.
But
at least with dudes, because a chick will tell you can't pull too hard.
Do you know?
But what if he come baby face to you and y'all go out Thursday and he baby face?
Don't do that shit ever again.
Do y'all know how much I would freak out if a dude was going down on me and then when he lifted his face up,
the beard was off?
Yeah, and the beard was just sitting on my coochie. Like, nigga, what?
He like, oh, look, the glue. I probably didn't let the glue dry.
Nah, you gotta go.
No.
Go.
That's a no.
You gotta go?
Take a hike.
I ain't feeling the
He gotta take his beard with him?
Yes.
Shit.
This shit off of me.
Why would you leave the beard? Like,
it might have been stuck.
I'm good. I'm not dealing with no dude that got fake beards. I'm straight.
See.
That ain't no double standard.
It definitely is.
It's not.
You got to be able to
admit when a double standard is a double standard. Because dudes ain't coming to the game talking about, so some days I feel like a beard, sometimes I don't. Like,
what if he did? What if he did? But what if he didn't say it like that? What if he said, I like to wear my beard differently on different days?
Just say you wear wigs, bro.
Right.
Like, knock it off.
But women don't always just come out and be like, hey, I wear wigs.
No, because it's more acceptable now.
I just wear my hair different.
Coming from a guy, women do not just always.
You ain't got to put your dad voice on.
Right.
I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all attacking me. Hold up, let me finish. Like I said, women don't always come out and just be like, "Hey, I wear wigs." A lot of times now, we just kind of a little more astute because we're more used to women wearing wigs. But shit might come with something, and then like in 3 days. Come with some fucking little pixie wig that you're like, oh yeah, by the way, this is, I change my hair up all the time. Sometimes that's how we get it.
No, but what I'm saying is you have some women who might do that, but because it's become more acceptable.
Of course it has. Don't tell me what most women do.
When I say most, that means more than 50%.
Don't tell me
are okay with it not being no huge secret.
No one said it had to be a secret, but just because it's not a secret and not disclosed, it's two different things.
We are in a day and age where women do not care about a lot of that shit.
I did not say that they care. I
know what you said.
When they come on Wednesday.
I know what you said, but I'm saying what I say because I know women who will take their wig off at the dinner table.
For sure.
Yo, can I tell y'all? Because I know y'all asked me about my wig. That has been my thing at school, and I be
you like... You taking your wig off?
No, the other day I was like tempted. I was like, these kids driving me crazy. They got to one point I said, yo, if y'all don't sit down, I swear y'all gonna make me take this hair off because y'all are driving me nuts. They were like, oh, it comes off? I was like, it sure does. And y'all are pushing me to that point. Like,
you gonna traumatize them, baby.
Yeah, don't do that to them kids.
But how you guys said you been changing your hair like that? I do that at work. So, like, I came to work one day and I had it short, and this baby said, oh, you cut your hair? I said, no, baby, this is just what I felt like today. And the little girl was so stuck because she wasn't getting this a wig.
Hey.
They mamas be wearing weaves and wigs, right? Stop playing.
Hey, it wasn't
Mama
always.
might be trying to make it look normal.
It was not always like that, though. You know, it was not always like
right, which is what I said. See, now you agreeing with me because I said it's more acceptable now.
I never said it's not
then.
acceptable. You're not listening to me.
You told me don't say most, and I'm saying most because it's more acceptable now.
You're still not listening to me. You're just trying to make your point. I heard you. I got you. I never said that women don't think that it's acceptable. Of course, it's a lot more acceptable. All right, come on now.
And we're not gonna accept you in your wig, and that's that.
I don't want a wig. I'm good.
Your dreads, your beard today,
right,
going tomorrow.
So y'all chill out, both of y'all.
Hey, brother, what was that hair stuff men used to get?
I'm asking her, y'all need to chill.
I'm good. You all right, though?
Yeah, we good.
You sure?
It's because he
let me tell you what it is. Because he done came up here with his little earring on and his little chain. Now he don't know
we're
how
not
to
doing
act.
this. We're not doing this.
See, I figure, he give us the most attitude when he by himself.
No, we're not doing this. Come on.
It's because he by himself.
I'm just saying, let's stay on track.
He got to attack us when he by himself.
I'm not attacking
he ain't
nobody.
Got the guys with
as soon
him.
as I start saying, all right, let's stay on track. Let's stay on track.
What we on track with?
All right.
He was nicer last week when Vern was here.
He was
what up,
nice.
Vern needs to come back.
That's
when he's nicer to us. And then Vern takes on the meanness.
I'm not. Okay. What happened this week?
Shit.
Not shit. What's some of this stuff? All right, hold up. Let's go back to that situation, that the virtual character that just got his contract pulled that they talking about. I already thought, that was like weird. I guess it wasn't a contract overall. It was some shenanigans.
So what was it? Y'all was more into that than me, so I didn't really stay with that story.
No, what it was just interesting to, like I said, it was a metaverse character, but it turned out to be an AI character. And it being an AI character means it was programmed, everything that it was doing essentially except for the performance of the song was pretty much computer, algorithmic is how they came up with it. All right, it's AI shit. So AI wrote it. I'm saying that's programmed by a particular person, though. So I'm saying so pretty much a white dude owned the company, programming this fucking character to get up here and pretty much be out here spewing niggas. It was like a 6ix9ine clone. That's what the thing was. You see it? Did you ever see the music?
No.
No? At all?
No.
Oh.
But I am aware or privy to everything.
Come on. Y'all gotta
that's
give me some, huh? No, come on. I
am aware with what's going on, who was behind it. I did watch a video of, I forgot the gentleman's name, but he was a black guy, and he was saying that initially the company approached him to do it, and I believe he shot them some material, and it was like, all right, we're going to get with you, blah, 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 we want to work with you. I don't think he signed any paperwork because then they ended up taking his stuff and giving it to somebody else. And that's how the AI thing was cracking. But he was the original guy, yeah. Right?
He's the voice.
Yeah.
He's the voice.
But he didn't get his chips with dip.
But they came to him, but still it's like all the writing, all the music, all the words, all that shit is computerized. You know what I'm saying? It come from the computer and then he get out here and perform it. And then, they left him out to dry and shit. But I just didn't like the way they were going about presenting the character. Like it was out here, it was very fucking disrespectful how they was promoting the character. He out here getting beat by the police. Talking about how he not gonna snitch.
I saw little clips, so that's why I'm saying I didn't see, I didn't listen to the music or see all of those where you said that, but even from the little clip that I saw and just the way they had him looking, I just knew it was going to be some stereotypical shit.
I mean, the song being stereotypical, that was one thing. But the promotion, they didn't have to do that. Like a stereotypical cartoon character getting beat by the police, that's above and beyond where I think they would even have to go even just to be promoting the character, even if he's a virtual character. We know that's not.
Was that part of the video or something?
No, it's literally like a social media post type shit. This thing has social media presence, and posts and all this. So this is just pretty much like a still. So that's what somebody's art that they came up with that they wanted to promote. You know what I'm saying? I feel disrespected.
Shit, y'all be saying AI and I be thinking Allen Iverson. So that tells y'all that I am always behind the curve on this shit.
All right, well, AI stands for artificial intelligence.
I know that, but I'm just saying, leave me be. Like,
no,
but I did see the clips on the story, so I was onto that. But just the way it all fell apart, I was not shocked. I really wasn't.
Yeah, no, I just don't. It's the fact that it's, like I said, it's cutting out everybody that would be normally making money, and you know what I'm saying, in that whole thing. So it's just cutting artists out, producers out, writers out, and then for them is just be doing stereotypical things as far as in the promotions. The music still never gonna have feeling, so it's all, if it blows up, it blows up. I don't think how far it would go on that level. A song might be catchy, but you can't reproduce feeling like that, like an artist can. So I never would think that it would go that far. But how they present it, I think it's gonna come back around. They probably gonna have to learn from the dumb mistakes this first time around.
Based on what Shanni said, if somebody is gonna be loaning their voice, I guess they'll make sure this time they get their paperwork in order, since it seems so easy to just take somebody's voice and profit off of it.
Well, that's true. That's probably the next step, is to figure out how to manufacture the voice. And then they won't have to worry about a human doing anything.
Y'all already know how I feel about this, because it's just...
No, I'm not cool. I'm not cool with this. If
that's where we're going with music, then y'all are right. I'm gonna still be with my CDs.
I'm not with the whole AI get down, but I do like the metaverse, and I know the two kind of, it's like a fine.
No, but still, if it depends on, like we said, if there's a person behind the avatar or not. You know what I'm saying? If it's the person behind the avatar, if they are just using the avatar as the front facing position, I don't have a problem with that, because it's still coming from a person, right? Or people. It's that when they are manufacturing everything, and then it's like I said, just like degrading. And
then they're gonna program AIs to just say nigga.
That's what I'm saying. It's degrading. And who is this dude to be programming this AI that look like you first? It's racially ambiguous is what they call it, right? And you can't tell what it is really. It's like on that curve. Then it got colorful hair, so it's a cartoon. I don't know.
I'll stick with my streaming of the real people.
No, this isn't for this. Even as artists, this isn't for us. This is like some younger shit, but this can represent something that they could do in another genre or on another level. They already be
But that's why I'm saying I was even confused. I know it hasn't really happened yet, but with Death Row possibly being like a metaverse thing, does that mean like they're basically gonna have a character that performs and does the music in the metaverse and not?
Well, like I said, possibly. This is still a early business about, but you being that character can still be a person that's represented as like an avatar versus something that is completely like computer generated. You get what I'm saying? It's still everything, the person that's writing, performing, everything. It's just that they, like I said, the front facing thing is like a cartoon, which is a little different.
They're gonna eventually make it to where like if they do this again, that the AI or whatever can respond and interact with his fans. Watch, so the fans could ask questions, specific questions, and he'll be able to.
It had a social media presence now, so I don't know how that part worked. If there was just somebody running the social accounts, which it probably was.
He's not the first one. There's a metaverse model.
Yeah, for sure.
And they have a following too. So
yeah,
this
came out. I remember when they first introduced it. It was like early last year. like February, something like 21, right? When it first introduced it, but then this whole next little phase. Yeah, I didn't understand exactly what it was doing. That was so early in the metaverse little vibe. What?
It's just the thought of it, like, I'm just gonna be watching a cartoon, basically, just doesn't.
But if
that's the vibe that is giving. But y'all description, that's the vibe it's giving me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I just have my preference. That's me. Yeah, I'll go with it.
Okay. Like I said, we don't know what the death row thing is going to be, but it's, he's trying to be ahead of the curve.
I can understand that.
Ahead of the curve, and that's a new market, essentially. New market, essentially, that's untapped. That, hasn't been here. Always looking for new markets. Stuff is saturated, oversaturated. Man, you guys are boring right now.
Though I told you when it came to that topic, last week we talked a hell of a lot about it. And you know how I feel about, like, for instance, if she's going to sing, right, in the metaverse, I would prefer to see her sing, not her avatar sing. So I feel like I don't want to be the slow one on the show where y'all keep having to explain it to me because y'all know my brain is going.
But how we born? And I'm talking to you about this AI thing. And
no, you're just low spirited. That's what I mean. That's all.
If I could be transparent, you kind of like, at least for me, don't hit me, but you kind of, you started being daddy, like you put your hands on your head like this. So I'm just trying to, Joe Jackson, I'm trying to just do my job.
Okay. All right.
What's next? What we talking about? We could wake up.
Yeah, man, wake up. All right. The White House got a new Twitter person. They must have.
And I'm here for it.
They must have.
I'm here for it.
Now explain this to me, because that's what I don't like. How do you know it's a new person?
Well, I know that because I read it, but how we saw it actually manifest is
this new person is spicy.
The new person is spicy. And what
like
happened was, we know we had the loan forgiveness thing that happened this week, right? With the student loan forgiveness program. Well, what happened was after we can get more into that, but what happened was after that initially happened, we saw these GOP and the Republicans start speaking out. Hey, that's whack. You guys can't be forgiving loans, and make the people, everybody that gets the loans have to pay their loan back, and all that. All that happened. And after that happened, of course, we got the internet. People got all this information. So all these people that's speaking out all got PPP loans during the pandemic and stuff around it.
Big ass ones, right?
Big ass PPP
Now that
loans,
I did see.
right? And all of these particular people that had all this to say about the $10,000 student loan forgiveness got 180,000.
I seen some millions on there.
463,000, 4.3 million. It was a bunch of them that got their loans forgave, right? And so why this happened, not to cut you off, is the White House normally they just get to spill their rhetoric, and it's like they just kind of take it. The White House went through and posted each one of these people when they was getting their thing off, and then tweeted how much they got forgave. Like, oh, you whoop you got 480,000 forgave. Shut up. Whoop whoop. Nah, you got 100 and whoop forgave.
That's really hypocritical,
right? And so
we don't see that out of them. But nobody ever says nothing. So, like, for instance, Matt Gaetz got 476,000 forgave. But you complain about somebody who makes less than 125 getting 10,000. MTG got 180,000. Then you had some guy that people I never heard of, like this woman, Carol Miller. She's like a West Virginia person, 3.1 million. Some guy named Vern Buchanan, 2.8 million forgiving.
But then, see...
And they had the nerve to come out.
And that's what I don't get about none of that stuff. I don't get why they're so upset, and I don't get why the government is so pressed to lock up everybody that did the little fraud shit. Because to me, that's a scam. If you could get 4.3 million forgiven, like, you probably weren't even out here doing bad. Anyway, to get, to get that type of money in the first place.
And there were public servants that we were paying, and you got a federal loan that you ain't got to pay back while we're paying you to do a job that you're really horrible at.
And through all that, you getting all that, then what you got to come out and hate for on top? Like, and put so much sauce on it. That's the whole thing.
Because they have to. That's the only way they're going to try. No,
because there's plenty that didn't.
Right. No, when I say they have to, well, no. I would disagree. Is that some of them, it's not that they don't speak out. Their voices aren't necessarily as loud as the normal clowns that, get pushed to the front. Because I'm pretty sure when they go to speak to, their peoples, they still spitting that same shit.
That's true, but they have so many points that the little points that they can hit, that they can go without hitting a particular one. What I'm saying is all the ones that spoke up, right, are, like you said, maybe more prominent, more so, especially like Taylor Greene. But some of those weren't, though, as much. But they still got the loans. They didn't have to speak out. They could have kept their fucking mouth closed.
They could have, but the reason why they do is because, they're trying to get that same shine that Taylor Greene and them is getting, but they're used to being able to do it and not have no comeback. There's no pushback. Let's just be real. Even Biden this week, he has gotten a little spicy too.
No doubt.
We're calling people out because usually they've been letting them say whatever they want to say, right? Like, oh, everybody got to pay things back. That's not what we're built on. Why should you have to pay for someone else's education?
Dude probably feeling himself. They didn't pass like about 4 things in the last 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Like significant bills.
But the only reason why I say they have to is because y'all know they got this cult following that's looking for them to see what they're going to say. And if you don't say anything, then, maybe he's doing something good. And they can't never let you think that the government is doing anything good that's benefiting them. Because it's crazy. I'm sitting there going, some of these same people who are still like down with Biden, they gonna go and fill out to get that 20,000 forgiven or that 10,000 forgiven with no problem.
2 things. Somebody said Biden is slowly doing everything he said he was gonna do. That's number 1. And they pretty much said that he the sugar daddy for the U.S.
Hey.
Number 2, I also saw, and for any of you Christians that are mad, your religion is based off of someone forgiving your sins. So,
Can I tell y'all, I was actually engaging for once. Y'all be proud of me. First of all, y'all know I don't be caring about social media like that with the likes and stuff. But this is the first time I've commented. I commented not expecting nobody to say shit. And then I'm at work. And then when I go check it, I had all these likes and shit. I was like, oh, I'm going to say something smart. So on your favorite Facebook, they had posted this story about Diddy, Jay-Z, and Kanye having much money combined that was forgiven in the PPP loans, right? So, and this was the day after Biden had made the announcement, right? So all these people were like, well, that's cool. That's what why y'all mad about a black man when they over there forgiving da-da-da-da-da? So I said what was interesting was some of the same people that was all bitter about the loans being forgiven for regular people was like, yeah, Diddy don't need to pay his loan back. So I'm like, how you are such a hypocrite if somebody like Kanye West, who you just said is a billionaire, can pay his back, but you mad that I'm not paying
People only care
mine?
about their side right now. Everybody's just on sides.
Correct. Well, but that's what I'm saying. That's what made people look stupid to me because I'm like, you up here big mad about me not paying my loan, right? Now, I'm just a little substitute teacher. But you got Kanye who's a billionaire. You like, why should he have to pay it back? Well, shit, why should I need to pay mine back too?
Yeah.
Just keep
celebrity.
that image.
That's just the weird celebrity worship.
They want the poll to stay poll.
That's right.
Yeah.
But some of the poll be supporting that bullshit.
That is the truth.
Well, what that is because maybe they didn't go to college or they didn't go to a school and take out that loan, so they feel that way.
I didn't, and I'm cool with it. Get your money back.
That means that you're not them. But it's always that weird, salty. Hater section. It's for some reason.
Because I'm kind of like, okay, so what you gonna do for the niggas that ain't got loans, but we still need something? So that's where I'm at.
It might be coming, and that's why I think like because I saw some people saying, "Oh, he just doing this because there's another election coming up," and I'm like, good, because then maybe we could get some more people in so they can do some bigger things that we've been wanting.
Also, and things take a while. It's not like you just get in there and you be like, "Hey, man, I said this. Hey, pass it."
That's what some people think, though. They think it goes like
pass
that.
it. Hey, pass it. Thank you, and let's go. It would be if we control, or not we, because what the left controls so much of the more than or at least 50%. But you have the two that always act funny. You got the funny style, so they're not able to pass what they want, like how you would think it was supposed to be a lot easier. You got the two funny styles, and it's that simple.
And that's why I'm glad he did what he did, even if it's in people's mind taking long, because he did it in time for the next election. And what they said was at first, they was looking like, oh, it's going to be a red wave. But that wave is getting smaller and smaller because people are seeing return on their investment of how they voted the last time.
That and
the abortion shit.
And the crooked president.
Yeah.
But look, you know what I don't like? I don't like when shit be going wrong in the United States and they be like, oh, that's your president. That's your president. When gas was $7, we would never have gas this high if Trump was in office.
Hey, but you know
yes,
what?
We would.
Yeah, right. It's the conditions. Right. Hey, but it's really people. It's what I'm saying. They like follow behind that leader. Like, so like we're governed by the government, and it's part of our society and how it's set up and but it's some people who like are looking towards that president that's so like they really, like besides how it's just affecting you and how the things that they do may affect you, they're like really looking towards that person for leadership and what that person said is right. And, it's crazy out here.
They shouldn't. Presidents be getting ahead and
it's crazy. It's like they hold these people up like they're not people, right?
But and they do the same thing with pastors. Don't do that.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, but you said stay on topic, but I had to fill her on that. Because some of these pastors that's been coming out lately, they give that same vibe and people be worshiping that shit. And it's like, they're still people.
No, you're right.
And nobody's above. To me, I just find it funny because the Cheeto guy came in and people are so whoa, the way they thought black people were going to be behind Obama. When black people was just like, Obama put on one pants at a time like the rest of us. We thought he was smooth as hell, but wasn't nobody trying to storm our whole Capitol talking about give him a third term neither.
Man, they was
we wasn't that pressed.
No, man, they was.
We know we would have got a lot of. We would have really faced.
Oh, it would have been a lot different
if we did
that.
that.
We wouldn't even thought about that because we're
I'm
not
just saying if we did.
I'm with you, and I'm saying that's what people thought were going to happen. I think we just aren't as attached to that position. The way I'm seeing a lot of people came out under the last one.
They will really be like, that dude got them people riled up. Like, really. He got them riled up.
I think they had a flashback from their ancestors. And
he was talking a certain language and they were buying it.
They was ready to lynch niggas.
And they was buying it.
That's
right. And he was talking that code and he was talking to them specifically and they was eating it up. And so they did what they did. And now we're here where we are.
While we're on the loan thing and the haters, I just need people to stop. Okay, if you were blessed enough to be able to pay your loans back and therefore you didn't benefit from this, more power to you. I'm happy for you because trust me, if I could have paid mine back with no problem, I would have done it. But it's people mad, well, I had to pay mine back. Well, I paid mine back. I struggled. Well, it's bruh. For some people, this not even putting the dent. It helps a little bit because you at least know that's 10 to 20,000 less that you owe overall. But when you think about it, there are people in their 70s who are still paying school loans and have paid regularly every month.
Somebody wrote he owes $465,000 in student loans.
I could believe it.
That's crazy. And
it's dumb.
Right. And how are you going to be able to put that aside?
And then they're fussing about, oh, this generation, they're not buying homes and they're not starting families like they used to. How can you? If they're looking at your credit, you got this student loan that went from $20,000 to now $40,000 because you paying on it, but that's just the interest. Right. And when you're paying the interest, it's still, compounding because that's what interest be doing. And so it's like, so how am I supposed to be able to move forward? And I can't do that. Like, short, quick story. I have a great aunt that's like that. I was talking to her one day and she was just like, I don't understand why people can't pay, their student loans when I was in school.
Because it's not $2 anymore.
Right, and that's what it was. She was telling me what it cost her to go to school. And I just said, you be 90-something, right? And I said, well, Auntie, it wasn't like that when I went to school. She said, so how much do you owe? I said, I think I'm about up to 40 now. She was like, 40 now? I wonder why you ain't paid it back. I was like, yeah, it wasn't $12 for me to go to school like it was for you. And I was smart. Yeah. I got a few scholarships, but I mean, shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's outrageous, the price.
For everything, even the housing, like she said. And it's going to keep going up, so...
So just stop hating. If you got blessed enough to pay it or somebody else paid it for you, however, just be blessed that you didn't have that hanging over your head like some people still do.
And besides, like, what you hating for? Like, you don't want people to do good?
No, they only want it if they benefit any. Like Shanni was saying.
And maybe and hopefully something is going to come down the pipe to benefit you.
Always.
Right? Like, this is something that people been needing, though. You know what I'm saying? This was kind of an injustice, that the way these student loans is beating people over their back. And hopefully more injustices get, I wouldn't say absolutely, this wasn't absolutely rectifying it, but it was some help.
That was much needed.
And
hopefully come November, there'll be some changes so we can get some more help.
And overall, it's benefiting lower income people because even Pell Grant recipients, they say, but like 60 to 70% of those are people of color.
I was one of those people.
So
I was one of those.
That's dope. I don't know what they're gonna do for the next people though. Hopefully
they change the whole system because school just be costing so much. And I'm sorry, I'm talking like I don't know. It costs so much now, but it's not even like I think Shanni was going into. You're not just paying tuition. You paying for room and board. You paying for all these things. I never forget. I went into my first year, and the school I was at, I will name nameless. They, when you go in, they tell you, okay, you gotta pay for this. Everything's mandatory, right? So I go in to buy my books because they were books that you could not buy online. They were, created for that class.
Okay.
So I go drop $70 for this book, right? Me and my mom had paid for all my
books
shit.
Always been a scam.
Before I got there, definitely.
I mean, school books.
But here's the thing, though. We did it from here, right? So I didn't know what I was paying for. I purchased all my shit so I could go pick it all up. We get there. This book was nothing but copy paper that was binding that the teacher pulled for that class.
Y'all got me fucked up.
Yep.
$70 for some copy paper that he said you had to have it. It wasn't like me and you could share. Like, if each kid did not have their own, you could not remain in the class.
Oh, he's scamming.
And he was pocketing that.
That definitely was a scam. That was copying that shit using the school copier at that.
And buying binders, getting them off $70 a piece.
Wow. Well, teachers don't get paid enough, so.
But don't.
Well, in college, they make a little bit more than we do,
Thug life, y'all know the rules. Do what you got to do.
So I'm just saying, it's a costly investment being in school. Yeah. So I feel it.
All right.
And I'll take some more.
you see the story about the teacher? The parents were demanding that the teacher be fired because her figure is very curvaceous. See that?
First of all, you want to go?
Well, here's the thing. When I was growing up, I don't remember teachers looking like that. Did they look like that in y'all class?
No, but
I did go to predominantly white school.
So.
No, but they were older too. For me, I had a lot of black teachers growing up, and I had teachers that were wearing muumuus or that I would look like as my grandma. I didn't have a lot of young teachers. I think that makes a difference.
Did this teacher have a body?
Everybody feel old though.
Right, but I'm saying like...
No, that was old
if you
for
look
real.
Now, they still would have been old.
Like the thick-ass glasses and all
I just
types
told you my
shit.
teacher wore
I'm saying mine's
did this woman have her body done?
I can't tell.
Maybe.
It's a very nice figure and a very nice shape. But I don't necessarily agree with my kid's gonna be distracted. She can have no ass. She's pretty. The kid's gonna be distracted anyway. And on top of that, even if she was ugly, the kid's gonna be distracted because kids are distracted.
That's true, but the kids that she's teaching, honestly, might be like not even to that point where they're distracted yet.
It's gonna be the parents. That's what y'all worried about. Y'all worried about y'all husbands probably being more involved at school now because your shit don't look like that no more, Peggy Sue. So now your husband then came down to the school and he being involved and you tripping. That's
the real. They didn't came up there and they seen him and they got to send the papa to go pick him up or parent teacher conference.
Like, you been oh shit.
They like, you going to parent teacher? No, you're not. Going to parent teacher conference. That will be me. Thank you.
I was just mad because I'm like, what's she supposed to do? Leave her ass at home when she goes
Nothing
to work?
Was tight. She had on no tight clothing.
I just want to say that shape. I followed her before this incident.
We know you did. And that's why your algorithm is the way that it is. You have nothing but an ass on there.
Already aware of her. Nah, I got other stuff too.
Man, I saw that and I had to show my mom because they had a picture of her in this skirt, even though you couldn't tell how long it was. You knew it either came over her knee or went, And so I showed my mama, I said, Mama, because she talks about how I dress when I go to work. Like, if I'm chasing kids, ain't no way in hell I'm putting on no skirt. But I'm sitting there going, now she's dressed like a professional person.
She's not wearing no crazy stuff. It's all very.
Man, she just has a nice body.
I mean, the jeans might be kind of tight, but they gonna be tight.
No, I've seen tighter. Her jeans is actually pretty regular.
I said they're gonna be tight just because her build.
She has a type of shape that it doesn't matter what she puts on, you're gonna see that shape.
Yep.
I just need people to stop with all of this because I had that problem with a job before, and I just looked at them like, so what do you want me to do? Wear a hoodie all day? Like, you can't. The way you're built is how you're built. So she wasn't supposed to become a teacher because you afraid your boo might look at her or the kids might look at her like, what the fuck?
Sound like you need to get your self-esteem up, mama.
And look, y'all know how big my butt is. Imagine my job telling me, like when we were still going into the office, imagine them saying something to me. And I done knocked out shit in the refrigerator with this thing,
Wait. Knocking over the refrigerator?
Turning around and somebody had the refrigerator door open. My ass took out a whole shelf in the refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
See, I ain't had that problem. I had other problems, but I'd be like, so what do you want me to do? I live in Georgia. It's 100 degrees. I'm in uniform. It ain't like I'm not in uniform. I'm not wearing no sweatshirt because some bad built bitch then went and complained over here. And I'm sitting there going, but you talking to me. You ain't said shit to her. No disrespect. She had ass for days. You ain't checking on how she feels.
So that was like the teachers?
No, this is when I was working. Go figure. I was a cashier.
Oh.
It wasn't even like...
Oh.
I'm a fucking cashier.
Oh, she was like, she's about to get the tips.
Nah. Let me tell you.
She's about to get the tips. I'm hot.
Instead of them having a woman talk to me, they sent the white gay supervisor to call me in the office. So the whole time he talking to me, I'm just looking. Because I'm just like, oh, y'all want a lawsuit, don't you? Like, because I shouldn't even be in this office right now. And I told him, I said, don't you ever address me about how I'm dressed when I come to work, as long as I'm in my uniform. Please and thank you.
Oh.
Like, fuck?
That's some whole other shit right there.
She had to hit him with the fuck.
Like, no. You want a lawsuit. You want one. Because you can't. It's like, as long as a person is doing what they're supposed to, especially when you are of different ethnicities, you know that people come curved up a little different.
Right.
You can't make them dress any differently because you're not comfortable with how they naturally look or how they bought their body to look. They paid for it.
Taz, you think if you would have got that lawsuit, you would be able to pay off your student loans?
Man, let me tell you. I would have paid those bitches off and been done. Like, ain't nothing to talk about. Because being in debt is not fun. Like, I remember the first time, I know you're going to say it was off, I did switch back. They called me. I had switched to work in the education, right? First education job. They called and were like, so how much can you pay on your loan? I was like, nothing. And they were like, what do you mean nothing? You make this amount. I'm like, yo, my light bill's about to be past due. I barely got the gas to get to said job that you want me to pay y'all for. I'm sorry. I ain't going to be able to do it. So they're like, well, we're going to end up keep calling. You can keep calling because I ain't got it. Like, can't give you something I don't
I ain't got it. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it.
But if I would have got that payout, just so I didn't have to call me no more. And I still would have been dancing when Biden got up and said, we're going to forgive this amount. Good job.
Absolutely. Good job.
Yes. So I don't know. Their mamas better leave that teacher alone.
Yeah, I seen her. Y'all
better stop.
She posted some shit like she don't care what's going, been dealing with this already, I guess. I'm sure it's not the first time.
She's probably dealt with this all her life, no matter what job she has, which is sad.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
All right. The Breonna Taylor situation. You guys see the lady that pleaded guilty?
No, I need y'all to catch me up on everything with this.
Wow. Okay.
I can do it? Okay, because y'all know, like, I've been hoping they was going to get a little bit of justice. So they've so far federally indicted 4 officers, right? Which is funny because Daniel Cameron said there was no need. He saw nothing wrong. They didn't need to be indicted on the state level. Yet the feds come in and they're like, yo, you literally had evidence that they conspired to cover up the shit, which tells you whatever they did, they knew was wrong, right? Mm-hmm. So of the 4 that they have already brought in, I'm hoping there's more to come. She basically took a plea deal. She's going to end up doing 5 years, which is not enough. But I think she going to start flipping on people, which is going to cause them to do more time because she was one of the people who falsified the warrant that caused them to run up in her house in the first place.
Yeah, she got something to say.
Y'all gonna look at me funny for this, and I don't know the whole... Like, I mean, I know who Breonna is, and I know what happened, but I don't know all of the, I guess you could say, logistics behind it. So when, like, let's use this woman as an example, how you said she falsified those documents. Do y'all think it's ever a scenario where it's like, if you don't do this, not only you gonna lose your job and we gonna whoop your ass, stuff like that? Like, people be being, like, blackmailed or have secrets and be like, are we about to tell your husband? Not saying it's okay, but I just wonder sometimes when people do these things, like, are they being pressured to do them?
I think sometimes in that line of business, I think it also has to do with you don't want to ever seem like you're not on that side. Mm-hmm. So people are more willing to do some shit like that. They don't even have to be blackmailed to do it. You just want to be a part of.
Then they make your life a living hell.
And I'm sure that it comes points where people may, their integrity is getting in the way of them doing something that somebody kind of threatens them, to another level. I'm sure that something like that goes down. Okay. Right? And that's, coming from something in that situation. Yeah, that's a heavy situation. Mm-hmm.
But for part of me, I still don't feel necessarily sympathy for them compared to maybe somebody else who's in a different type of blackmail thing, because I just feel like you chose that job, and for some of them it's like a fraternity, it's like, for sure. I'm doing whatever, and it's like, it's costing people's lives. Like, this ain't like a little bitty thing. Like, y'all literally took this woman out in her home for some shit that is like, that, first of all, dude wasn't even her boyfriend no more. The shit that they were saying to even get the warrant wasn't even true. Then you tried to cover it up by taking the boyfriend down. It's like that actually lived in the home. It was like all the shit that they did. And it was like, y'all was just going to go back to business as usual with no problem. And then when the other officer tried to sue her boyfriend because he got shot and you couldn't even, like, for real figure out if it was another officer that shot him while y'all, shooting up this woman's home. It was like no respect for the fact that she was a human being, that I want to see every single cop that was involved taken all the way to fuck down.
I feel like their mentality is we don't care who's an innocent bystander or really who's involved. We just need a guy or a girl that fits the description.
Yeah, it's definitely them against us, the way they perceive it and how they act.
Yeah, all you have to do is remember the Rittenhouse video. He literally shot people and then walked with his assault rifle, and the police waved at him like, the fuck? Like,
they drove right by like, hey, my guy.
Right. But then when they killed Breonna, it was like they tried to do everything they could to assassinate her character after you murdered her.
Of course, they're always going to do that.
And what's they It was no recourse for that. It was
Nope.
no nothing that you could do but let them, have to drag her for no reason because regardless, anything that you said in regards to her didn't matter in this situation because she was asleep.
For real. Y'all came to her house.
She was asleep. So like all
She
these
shouldn't have never been killed.
all these things that you throwing out and none of that shit matters.
And
Yeah,
I
I
hate
feel
that
like-
stuff like this takes so long to like
Right.
get to this point. Like it really should be an open and shut case. To be honest with you,
It should have been back with Daniel Cameron. I'm sorry, I keep bringing him up because you dropped the ball and now your ass is running for governor of your state. Like you
He getting
just
killed out
all
there,
about
though.
things. As he should. Because how you sit up there talking about you for law and order and we sitting up there watching where they're saying, they gathered inside of what is those things that we park our car in a garage and conspired and did all of this.
Their whole vibe is anti-law and order right now.
Right. That's why it kills me. I'm like, if the federal government knew this shit, you knew this shit with your punk ass. So he deserves all the smoke that come to him. I hope he don't never get a good night's sleep. Ever. At some point, something got to give. You can't just live your life constantly like, no.
No, that's real. That's real.
So what do you
He put himself out there and he on the wrong side of right.
Well, I hope if he had anything to do in this cover-up, his ass go down with him. Give federal charges out like Oprah give out cars. That's how I feel.
You get a charge and
That's
get a
right.
charge.
And when you done with this case, move on to the next one.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, hopefully they get them all. Right. And hopefully, old girl just snitch on them, everybody.
And that's what makes it so funny because y'all know like they be sticking together
Hopefully
till
old
you
girl
looking
just-
at that time.
Just snitch on everybody. Just look.
She
Yeah.
probably is.
This is what Lil Ray did.
As long as they could get the weak one first, the whole organization will fall.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh well, take them all down.
Hey, Trump gonna catch the RICO charge? They gonna get him on the RICO?
Man.
Because this nigga got a gang of cases. This a gang of shit.
And that's what be pissing me off. How you done had so many cases and you ain't falling yet? Like, people don't be having nothing. It be your first time and they be giving you life.
Look. Most of he's been in court probably half his life because he's a litigator, and it's showing because he's been in mostly civil cases, right? But he's handling these criminal cases like civil cases, and so he's doing like a gang of stuff. So on top of everything, he's like incriminating himself more. On top of that,
But does it really matter?
It does. I don't think he's going to jail, but I think they're gonna put him in a position where he's not gonna be able to have no power.
Why is he
I'm just
above
telling
the
you,
law?
he's not above the law. He's going to get. I think he's going to get prosecuted. Right?
But if he don't get jail time, he is above the law.
I
Because
don't
any
think he's
other
gonna-
regular person even did a smidgen of what he has done, they would have been behind bars.
That's true, but they
They be giving these white folks, they really be giving them a slap on the wrist, and I'm just so tired.
This one is more so, I think, about him being a former president than him even.
Who
being
gives a fuck?
I don't. I'm just saying what it is.
No, because what I'm saying is if you had confidential paper like that, we don't know how he has set us up to fall. So yes, put his ass in jail.
How y'all got special rules that if y'all fuck up, all right, we just gonna release publicly that this is what's gonna happen to you, but you're not gonna have to do any jail time.
No, I think that he's going to get prosecuted for that shit. I think they're going
Right, but the same way he got, impeached, being prosecuted without actually getting a punishment.
I think he's going to be prosecuted, not just indicted. I think he's going to be prosecuted.
Right, but what I'm saying is if he's prosecuted with no real punishment, what does that do? What does that do?
I don't know. I just need him to not have a position where he can affect me at this point.
He couldn't affect you if he's behind bars either.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think he's going to end up in jail overall unless they get him for in one of them other cases. I don't think this main thing is going to put him in jail.
He should be the main one that catch a RICO charge.
Thank you.
He should. He got a bunch of cases.
And
I just don't think he's going to jail.
And all these other clowns that he done brought into our lives.
I think he's going to be indicted. I think his power going to be stripped from him. He's going to be owing more money He's not gonna have the money that he had, and I don't think and I just need the power that he has stripped out of his hands.
He need to be in jail getting fucked in the ass.
For real. I mean, they probably never put him where he could get fucked in the ass. But I'm saying, that he's had all those documents and stuff, that ain't went away. We don't know if there's copies. We don't know shit. So even if they strip him and say you can never run for president, he still could be putting us in danger as a country. As long as he could travel around and do all of that, he's putting us in danger.
That's possible.
So yes, I think he should not be above the law. That should be locked down for the rest.
I didn't say he should be above the law.
I didn't say you did, but what I'm saying is if he's prosecuted and still allowed to walk and live his life, we are in danger. Because it ain't no telling who he has already told, what he still has.
Oh, he could definitely be a super spy. For sure. I agree. And he looks like he got infiltrated by a super spy too. They got a Ukrainian woman that's been hanging out with him and his crew that popped up, and she's been on the fake identity. So she's posing as a Rothschild. Y'all see that story?
I heard a little bit about it, but I didn't know where it came from. She
hanging out at Mar-a-Lago, right? Got in there, kicking it. You know they like a nice little new young to come around. Well, she came around, but she is not who she said she was. She has been in situations all around the world. It's like one of those situations when you be watching a Netflix doc. The girl that be going from place to place, changing identities, yak. Well,
like P-Valley.
Like P-Valley?
Oh, yeah.
But she ain't been everywhere yet. She ain't been everywhere yet. Yeah,
but she did change her identity.
She definitely did change her identity. Yeah. But this girl is, she was posing as a Rothschild heiress. They went for it. She's chilling.
I think, what's the name of it? Do I know what y'all talking about? Is this the one that she gained a huge social media following?
No. This is a story that came out yesterday.
Oh.
Right? There is a Ukrainian woman who has been getting around the world, scamming, essentially. You know, people thinking she's somebody. She changing identity. She whap, doing all that. She got around them. She hanging with them. She got pictures. She chilling. They smiled, big smiles. Yacht parties, golf course, right? She is not who she says she is. They don't know who she is. I think she's a Russian spy.
Hell, I mean, it's probably been a lot of them around here. Because all you need to do is look like you got some money.
For sure.
And that's about it.
I mean, that place is a country club. It's a place where people just go hang out. And they say the stuff was just out there.
And that's why I say he needs to be locked the fuck up. You have literally put us at a huge, international risk.
Yeah. That
can't go unchecked. It can't. Because can I just do my soapbox as Shanni would say? You fucking know well. If this would have been Obama, we wouldn't even been talking about this
he
shit.
do jail time.
Well, we know.
And he still, even though he was a president, that's what I'm saying. When they throw this, we supposed to owe deference because he's a former president. Obama's a former president. If he would have did a smidgen of this shit, they would have been trying to find a way to bring back the firing squad.
And to get him up out of there real quick and in a hurry. That impeachment would have stuck.
We know that.
Mm-hmm. And so that's why I'm tired of them acting like because he was a one-term failed, president, he should be treated as other presidents who didn't do the shit he did.
They just have to do that as far as the worldview.
I don't give a fuck. Because we know when you say worldview, because when you say worldview, you go in some places, when they ain't fucking with the president no more, they overthrow his ass.
Yeah, but but we present ourselves a certain way, so we got to go through the...
How? We be wearing fake designer clothing. That's what the United States is to me.
That's not talking about the people. I'm talking about
fake.
I'm talking about as we present ourselves to the world.
Yeah, but what we presented Ben went down the drain when they put the Cheeto in the office in the first fucking place.
That was...
The world don't look at us the same no more.
Oh, everybody thought we was a joke. Everybody.
Really? You talk to these people?
You
on
see
Facebook. There's several people from other countries that be in the comments.
Well, no, I'm not talking about I'm talking about the leadership.
But the leadership, if you looked at how they would talk sometimes, if you look at international news, we were a joke.
It's plenty of buffoon politicians from all the countries.
I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying the way they talked about us under him was way different.
I know, but he's not our president anymore. But they still hold the position to a certain prestige. And they don't want to they don't want to take away the prestige of that position just to get this dude. So they're going to get him and make sure that he can't play the position anymore. But it affects
That's
the prestige
not
of the
good
position.
enough. I know you're not saying that it is, but you know, it's just it's not good enough.
Who was the president that they said was like the worst when it was the last scandal decades and decades
Nixon?
ago? Nixon, right?
Right.
So I could see you letting Nixon walk away. And we thought that was the worst that a president could have ever done then.
It was at that point.
But what he is doing or
worse.
has done, there's no way you could let him walk away like you did Nixon. You just couldn't. And he did it to himself. He didn't even respect the position, so why give him the same
Nixon respected it more than Trump is.
Correct, but that's what I'm saying. Why would we give him the same deference that we would give to any other president?
Trump got a lot of powerful people on his side.
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of money, but like I said, the position holds a lot of prestige, and they don't want to take away from that prestige. So they have to dot all of the T's and cross the I's.
But what I'm saying is, if you don't give him a real punishment, what's going to happen is another nut like a DeSantis or somebody going to end up in there and do the same shit and figure he can get away with it because we can't let the prestige be tarnished.
That's possible, but that was already possible.
I can't. I cannot. This discussion is not making me happy.
Yeah,
because it's basically giving me the you could get away with murder. Remember he said I could stand in the middle and shoot somebody and get away with it.
And look, and there will be points where he suffers, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's going to jail.
I hope you are.
I need him stripped of all his money. I need him stripped of all his properties.
Look,
and I need
as far as money, and when this is all said and done, all these cases, that money, he's going to be affected.
I need his kids to go down. I need all these other clowns that were.
His kids aren't going to go down because they're going to be the ones. If he go down, they're going to be the ones that helped.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I think the one that's going to flip on him will be Ivanka, and she go let the rest of them fall, and that's how it should be. Ivanka
and Jared, I think both of them. Watch out.
They all snitched before, so then let Eric and them do that time. They earned it.
Watch out. I think they the plugs.
They might be. That son-in-law might definitely be the plug.
They got up out of there quick. Ivanka got her little thing. She was like, yeah, man. My pops was tripping. What he said when the old boy said I believed him. And she got on.
Hell, I think Ivanka go take her husband and all of them down and just watch. Me personally, she'd be the one.
Her and Jared, I think they attend them. I
don't know if there'll be a team in that. She might let his ass go.
This is like the drama that keeps on drawing.
As the world turns.
Keeps going. So we'll see what happens in the next week. We'll get some. They did all the shit with the affidavit and all of that, but we knew that was going to be.
So I have a question about that because I didn't think the judge was going to allow any of that information to come out. Was it anything that was detrimental?
Highly redacted. All it let you know was, it's investigations going on for show. And we got people that we don't want to give out. It was almost just like it confirmed criminal investigations for show, right? It confirmed high number of witnesses. It confirmed grand jury. Like, there were things that it confirmed on that front.
But they didn't let no names out.
No.
Good.
Of course, never was that going to happen. That never was that going to happen.
They was trying.
Look, that was a complete PR stunt. All he did was did that so that he could say, look, stuff is scratched out. They didn't want to say nothing. But what they really want is to find out who the people are and who the witnesses on some mob shit. Right.
Which is why they should face that RICO charge.
Yeah, on some mob shit. So they can go try to get at the witnesses and try to intimidate the witnesses. That's what they want. That's not what they're going to get. And, so.
Can I say side note? You know how we've been talking about all this time with them trying to change the history books and stuff? Yeah. They do need to update when all this is over so that the kids can look back and be like, damn, that's what my mama really
That's going to be bullshit, too.
No.
It's gonna be missing some prominent parts. That's gonna be.
I could agree with that. You right.
That's probably, yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna write the history without this.
History is his story. It's always written by the person who wrote it. So you never know what might get in, what might not. All right. Lil Murda is gonna be Chris Paul, and they make it a biopic about the Donald Sterling. I remember the Donald Sterling.
I do.
The situation.
But why is he playing Chris Paul?
That's
He don't give me Chris Paul vibes.
Everybody don't look just like the person.
I didn't say look like him. I said he don't give me Chris Paul vibes.
I don't know. Maybe he said he a thespian. Maybe we.
I'm a little fucked up because sometimes when you see somebody play one particular role, like that's just how you always see them. So like, you know, ain't nothing wrong with being comfortable with your sexuality, but you just not Chris Paul to me.
That's
like,
now Chris Paul got
not giving Chris
he need to
Paul
go play in Pose if they bring Pose back, like something like that.
Hey, I feel like that about boy he play on Power, the Power Book 3, but he was on Snowfall. And so now he's that nigga from Snowfall that fucking. I cannot see him. Lulu. I can't. Lulu is Kevin. Kevin from Snowfall.
I don't know. He didn't typecast himself enough for me to not see him. I know. I'm saying.
I'm telling you. For me, he's the first nigga that smoked crack.
I ain't doing this.
That's what he is.
Because it took me a minute to even remember he was on Snowfall.
He was the nigga when they said, "Hey, we got this crack." He was like, "I'll try it." That's the nigga that tried the crack, and then he tripped. And I had to kill him.
This is no disrespect to I don't know his name. The one who played Lil Murda. I could see him doing like Dennis Rodman, but not Chris Paul.
I'm with you.
Why y'all talking?
I'm with you.
Y'all done put that boy all the way in the box.
It would give him the range.
He could definitely do a Rodman story.
Yeah,
Rodman
it would give him that
biopic.
range. He could be wild and out there.
Y'all done put that boy all the way in the box. See what happened when you do them kind of roles, my guy?
But he could be wild and out there. Because Rodman was known for being wild and out there. It would take somebody with his range of acting to play Rodman.
He'd be perfect
Chris
for that.
Paul don't give me wild and out there vibes.
Don't be doing them roles. You see what them roles get you? You're going to always be doing them roles. Next, they going to call it. What's the next role after that?
I don't know. I'm just saying if he was going to play a basketball player, that's who I would pick over that.
The next role after that.
He's not that big. Bro, Dennis Rodman is huge.
He was... Didn't you just tell me they ain't got to match them to a T?
I'm saying
his next role going to be in a Medea movie after that.
Oh.
See, even I didn't do it.
See, I see what you're doing.
They could have let my boy play him. Woody McClain could have gives me Chris Paul vibes.
Oh, man, just...
He does.
Hey, this woman right here, her.
I could have seen that.
Woody,
okay.
Kale, that nigga look like Kale.
Don't
Kale
do that.
Cannot play Chris
Yes, he could have. If he could play him and don't look nothing like him, why couldn't he?
You might as well go get the nigga down the street and say he could play him.
Yeah,
if that's the case, that's what you try to do.
No, I'm just saying he said that they ain't got to look like him, right?
Bobby Brown is not playing Chris Paul.
Don't do that. He played Bobby Brown and don't look like him, so...
Yeah, I don't... Yeah.
Whatever. You saying he could play Chris Paul, and you not going to say he could play Rodman?
I'm not going to even hate on my guy. I just don't know. Like, why she threw him out there.
Well, in the spirit of us talking about people that taking roles, y'all remember that Michael Jackson movie when Flex Washington?
Oh, see, that wasn't a good look.
You know what?
It was not a good...
Not doing this with you.
Not even with the mannerisms, though.
Not doing this with you.
But I mean, I'll still watch it.
You think that was Flex dancing?
Not at all.
That was his double.
That was his...
Speaking of doubles... Man,
y'all like how I segued that. Y'all like that.
I heard
I laid it up for you.
Lil Murda had the body double on P-Valley for them scenes with Uncle Clifford.
So my guy's trying to get somebody to shoot him some bail?
I'm just
He's
saying.
trying to get some bail?
I don't know how true it is.
He's trying to get some bail?
Because I seen the dude, and the dude don't look like him, but we know how that works.
Taz.
Let me out of here. I don't like this box.
Taz, like I told you, that's exactly what it is. Because Taz, like I told you earlier, you ain't faking them kissing scenes.
Hey, let me out of here.
Right.
I don't like this box that you guys are putting me in.
Okay, so the kissing scene might not have had the double, but I heard, like, you know, that real controversial episode might have been the body double.
Not when he said, fill me up. Because, you know, I done seen all the episodes now. So not when he said, fill me up.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I just had heard. And they didn't really go into specifics of which scenes. I just heard for them kind of scenes, he had a body double, so it wasn't really.
Nah, he was getting dick down.
Yeah, no.
Oh, see.
You know, I'm just saying that's what the streets is saying. Because he ain't really did no stunts that require you to have like a stunt double. Like,
the streets is saying he was getting dick down, Taz.
But you know, stunts, maybe it's not really him running around on the stage. You know what I'm saying? When
you don't need a double for that.
People be double.
You don't need a double for that. Like, I know the strippers had doubles, right? But he didn't do nothing that required a body double.
I don't know. You don't know how athletic my guy is.
He didn't have no athletics in that show.
But then the scenes, like when they did show his face, like when, you know, he was getting his shit pushed in or when he was beating up the other dude's shit.
He was doing the faces.
Yeah. Like,
but you wouldn't see the other person like that. It might have been.
He was doing the faces, she said. Nah, he was
I'm just saying, I feel like I gotta go back.
He was moaning.
And
he was doing all that.
To see if, you know, I can, you know, figure out what.
I'm gonna do my research because when he was fucking his homeboy on the show.
But that's what I'm saying. The faces might have been, but you know, they be having them wide lens shots where, you know, and heads be turned. We just never know. And nor do we pay that much attention. Let's just be honest. When them scenes be on,
I watched
ain't looking that deep into people's faces. I be waiting for.
I watched it. See? I didn't fast forward. I watched the scenes.
I watched it too, but not like that.
I watched it.
I didn't watch it. I just watched it. So I don't know.
Like, she watched it while she was on the phone.
Yeah, doing other shit. So, because I'd be like, so is this ever going to end? Like, I'd be just.
They was getting at it.
For too long. Like.
They had to do that for that long. That's nasty.
But I told y'all before, I don't like sex scenes, period. I don't care who it is. I don't even want to see animals do it.
Y'all watch rap shit? Y'all watch it?
I haven't seen it yet.
I ain't watched that yet.
I might have to do the binge watch that one too. So. Yeah. No, I haven't seen it.
I just told you play that first episode and it didn't catch me. So I don't know, but I'll watch it. Dang.
I'm adding shows as I finish stuff.
Okay. It's cool.
If they got long ass sex scenes, I'm gonna say the same shit.
I look, they did have one that I was like, all right. Like, it wasn't like one of those, you know what I'm saying? But all right. I was like, it's long enough.
Right, like I get it. We talking about like, HBO and Showtime and shit, but if I wanted to do that, I'd watch a porno. Like, I'm not trying to.
Exactly.
I was like ready for the next scene.
Right. Okay. That's what the problem is. They drag too long.
I got it. You guys are passionate. Like, I feel it. All right, let's get on. But all in all, the episode was interesting. And there was like some interesting, and that would have been interesting to talk about. But maybe another lifetime.
I don't know. I heard they haven't even renewed P-Valley yet for the next season. So that's like up in the air.
What was it? Do you feel like it was a great season?
For me, it wasn't. And it had nothing to do with the sex scenes, people. It just, the writing wasn't there for me.
I told you, I mean, I didn't just tap out because the craziness, but the craziness didn't help me, like, want to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't feel like I wasn't as entertained this year as I was last year. Mm-hmm. Uncle Cliffy was walking around on the stage a little too much for me on the pole. I'm like, all right.
He had a whole pole scene.
He was Uncle Cliffy this season a little more, I felt, than the first season. Was it me? Or did he was like full outfit regalia?
Because he had to keep getting into it with Nikki Savage. Like, you couldn't just be Uncle Clifford like we saw in the first season. I liked Uncle Clifford first season.
And I could deal with Uncle Clifford the first season, but he felt like it was a lot extra for me this year.
And then the way it went off, to be honest, it wasn't like cliffhanger enough for me to be like, oh, when's the next season? Y'all know how some shows end and you like, fuck, I gotta wait till next season to see what's gonna happen. It kind of gave me we ain't coming back vibes. Like, Uncle Clifford and Lil Murda are gonna finally be together. You know,
I don't know how many storylines really they got to like.
I think they got one more season left in them. One more.
I'm just saying, I'm not necessarily.
Wanda was like the best character on there.
Who is that? Is that the Dirty Reverend?
That's the smoker from
Oh,
Snowfall.
I was like, why'd you call her? There was no Wanda. I know why. I get it now.
Wanda from Snowfall.
You gave us the Snowfall reference. I got it. I wasn't that enthused with her character
really?
either.
It's not ringing a bell.
The chick that was the fucking
The new stripper
crazy
that was
chick
the
that
hood
was down to
stripper.
do everything. It was hood, and she thought she was pimping and all that.
And she was messing with the
the
old
one that they
drug
called
dealing white boy.
DSLs? That was looking for the girl with the
Yeah.
DSLs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the crackhead.
Yeah.
Okay.
You hadn't put two and two together?
Sometimes all black folks be looking alike. Yes, I'm one of them. Sometimes no, she didn't look alike, but it didn't register.
Gotcha. Hey, I'm not judging because I told you when Lulu first came on for Raising Kanan, it wasn't clicking with me. Snowfall. It just wasn't.
He smoked crack. I seen it.
But that reverend or the deaconess, whatever the hell she was,
The
old
new
girl's
mayor,
mama,
Chuckalisa.
yeah, she's the one that fucked me up.
When she was stripping, when she came out as a stripper, she came out the stripper pole.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, they doing a lot.
Or how she be cussing people out.
But
Why
I felt like they was doing a lot with the episode. She the reverend, and she got out there on the stripper
But
pole.
see, it goes back to what
that's-
you said though. In real life, we be having reverence like that, and people still be supporting that shit. Like,
that is the truth. That cussing pastor.
yeah, you say
Or
something
the pastor
different
that's
than what
talking
you
about
preach.
cunnilingus.
No, I just felt like, even though, I just felt like it was too much.
She
Too much.
couldn't get up and be telling me how to live my life and then busted on the stripper pole. Like, that wouldn't have worked for me.
She was so anti that and talking shit about that to be busting out on the truck.
Yeah,
on the
she
stripper
did
pole.
too much.
It was
And then
too
hit it
much.
with the money. I would have took the money off the ground, but still, that would have been like I can't support. I can't support.
Oh, she was
her
throwing money,
man.
huh?
Yeah.
People needed them for them student loans. Hell yeah, that was picking them
I would have
up.
been picking that shit up. No problem.
I wasn't feeling the vibe.
The government would have called and would have said, I got to pay this.
So I might not go back.
It wasn't, the
I'm
season
probably
didn't do it
not
for
going
me.
back because I was kind of out this season.
Well, we'll just tell you about it. And all those extra scenes, I'll watch them for you and give you a detailed play-by-play.
No, I'm good. I don't need it.
You know what other show is not really, it's not giving me the vibe that I'm used to getting, but I still won't quit it. The Shy. The Shy is not really giving me.
Have I started on season?
the
I did start on the
vibe.
new season. I'm kind of cool with the
No.
new season.
It's not giving me the. How far into the season are you?
I'm at the episode where I never know people's names. The dreadhead boy,
Not Kevin, Jake.
Jake's mama came back.
So yeah,
Oh, you in the
haven't-
beginning. I've seen that much.
That's still in the beginning. I thought that was
Yeah.
like episode 6.
No, she came back early in the season.
Yeah, I've seen that much.
Is that after
If you keep-
Jake's brother's fiance?
That was like the first
Yeah.
episode.
I'm way past the first episode.
That was
I'm
like
like
the
on
first
episode
episode.
Towards the
6.
beginning of the season, though.
Or what about, man, all
They only
right.
got one more episode left.
When old boy's situation left him, that was like the first episode.
Okay, so what about when, see, I told you I don't know people's names, so y'all know that, I don't even know how to explain this. The little boy that got killed, his mama. Okay, so y'all remember when that dark dude showed up and she was pretty much like, I got to check in with you now. He was like, yeah, I'm daddy or whatever. What episode is that?
Because he was the little boy's daddy.
But what episode is that?
I'm saying, like, I don't know the episodes, but as far
That's
as the
still in the
season
beginning?
goes, you still towards the beginning
Oh,
of the
shit.
season.
I
Well,
don't remember
you
that.
had
Still
them in
got
the
some other
beginning.
stuff to go.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's just not been giving me the Shy
It's not
vibe
the
that I'm
vibes.
used to. Not saying I'm liking that the characters are developing, but I just
They
feel
look
like,
so old.
Right, they
The
develop. They
kids.
feel like they're developing. Like, I guess the kids are developing fast.
I mean, their storylines are
I
developing.
mean, but kids do
compared,
develop
but-
fast. So
And I'm happy about that. I just feel like the
Okay.
conversation just is dragging.
And then I'm
for
gonna
me.
let it go. What about when that girl's baby? What about when that guy's baby mama moved in with?
her dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's still in the beginning?
Still got a ways to go.
Yeah.
is that Tiana Taylor? Man,
Yeah.
he's so fine.
Yeah, he's giving vibes. I know you married. He's giving vibes on this show. That makes you go, oh,
He
okay, I see
fine.
why she snatched you up.
But he was in something else too. He's been in a lot of shit lately.
No.
Because he's not playing basketball no more, is he?
Who? Oh, Iman
Iman
Shumpert. He's not playing basketball
Okay.
anymore. He has a podcast and some shit.
But you know what? That's a good transition. You know, some people, they retire from the game and they don't really have. He has a good transition into shows and shit. Like, I'm happy about that. But you got a little ways to go. And it just hasn't been my favorite season. I'm not going to give up on it. Y'all know I love me, The Shy. And it's already been announced it's another season coming.
Well, y'all know I just fell off a little bit after Jason left. And y'all told me that was season 1.
It was. He was only in one season.
Yeah.
But you're not alone because I told y'all that's my new thing.
I'd have probably seen more than you. And you was getting at me because I came in the middle. But I still probably seen more than you.
Other episodes of The Shy?
Of just the whole show, period.
No, I've watched all the seasons. I just be forgetting shit.
Oh. So you say you didn't like it after the dude left?
Yeah.
It's a lot of people who've
you
said
haven't
that.
liked it since the beginning?
I mean, I still like it, which is why I'm watching it. But sometimes you just got to see shit through. But
He was that good a character to you?
I liked where the story was going with him. And he had to be a little sexual harasser or whatever he did. Like, why you have to do that? Hey, this goes out to all men, but especially men with money. Why do y'all have to do goofy ass shit like that? Y'all could get women that y'all want. Like, don't be doing no goofy shit like that.
Some niggas is just goofy. Money don't stop you from being a goofy.
Pussy literally getting thrown at you and you want to harass co-workers.
Well, you know, I'm in the corner on that. But I will say that, to your point, now that I've been live tweeting when I watch the show, there's a lot of people that have not really been feeling the show
Since he left?
since the first season when he left and when the brother Reggie. Because you remember Reggie left at the same time. The brother got killed. And then we all thought the season was coming back with Brandon. And we didn't know if Reggie was dead, but he was.
Yet.
Oh, yeah, Reggie got shot the fuck up, right?
Jake and Trig got another brother.
And that's the
Because
one.
Trig wasn't originally on the show.
That's the one that has the fiance.
When I watched it, it was right around the time when he started coming on the show.
Yeah, Reggie was originally the brother that Jake lived with.
Okay.
And then he got killed at the first season, just like, well, Brandon didn't get killed the first season. That's why we didn't know what was popping until season 2.
Okay.
And a lot of people liked it better with Reggie
with
and Brandon
characters.
being on there. Yeah.
Got it.
I wasn't really feeling Brandon's girlfriend on the show, though. So I wasn't really mad that she wasn't coming back from the first season, but he had a girlfriend. That was the one who they said he sexually harassed.
I just don't know who she was. Like, I can't picture her. I guess she was.
That's fine. I wasn't feeling her on the show. I could have done without her, but just know I saw the new episode and there's another big character that will be exiting.
Oh, I'm going to go home and watch it then, so then I could talk to y'all next week.
I just want to invite you guys early.
Invite us early where?
To watch House of the Dragon.
Oh.
It's gonna be fire. You can already see how fire it's gonna be. I'm just trying to tell y'all right now. You can turn your nose and you don't even know.
I do nothing.
It's like you should watch something, then be like, nah, I don't like it. I can see that, but just to be like, nah.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm just preemptively striking. But I can feel your face vibes.
Because you know I'm not.
I can feel your face vibes.
I told you I'm not into those kind of shows.
What kind of shows? You don't like political intrigue?
Incest. She's not into that. And you can't say that's not on here.
It's a little of that. It's a little of that. It's a little of that. They tried not to show it that much. But political intrigue? No? You don't like political intrigue?
Even though you hear me talk about a lot of politics
like
stuff,
Scandal?
I'm not really into. Scandal fell off for me after the first 2 seasons.
But because the political intrigue didn't feel like it was
No,
so deep
it was
anymore?
just too dramatic for me after a while.
Oh.
I don't do soap poppy type things. And Scandal turned real soap poppy.
Oh. I didn't watch Scandal.
I never watched Scandal.
I watched it up to, y'all know I try to see things through. It didn't get, that was one show that I wasn't able to see all the way through.
Yeah, I don't like soap opera stuff either.
You know what show was that? I guess you say political intrigue or something kind of like that.
What?
Was How to Get Away with Murder. And I really liked that
I was
show.
only into like 4 or 5 episodes of that.
I just had to
I
know
just
what was
didn't
gonna
keep
happen.
watching.
Well,
I didn't learn how to get away with murder, but
I'm just inviting you to the fire show early. Just like,
Is this
I'm not going to even,
one of them shows that's going to have a hard time, like that other show? Did you see? I can't think of the name of it. They were like, everybody was trying to watch it when it dropped and it crashed.
That was the show.
Oh.
The first night it crashed because it was so many people watching it because it was excellent. It actually lived up to the hype. Excellent first episode. We'll see where it goes from now.
You'll see where it goes from now.
Why you hating?
Just telling the truth.
Why you
don't
hating
give
now?
that. Don't give that show to us as a homework assignment because I'm not gonna do
Tell
it.
me why you hating.
Please, tell me why you hate. Why you hate?
You don't like political intrigue?
I don't like dragons and incest.
All right, why you still hanging on the incest?
That's what they be doing.
But not that much. It's
And it got dragons.
Oh, so just a little bit of incest?
I'm not saying any incest is good, but there was a time where stuff was crazy. I mean,
And they got dragons.
according to the stories, it was Cain and Abel. It was just them two dudes, and then it was more people. So
It was never just Cain and Abel.
That's how they
it
said
was
when they-
Adam and Eve first.
it was Adam and Eve, and then they had Cain and Abel. Then it was more people. I know it was Adam and Eve first, but then it was Cain and Abel. Then it was just more people.
So pretty much it was Lil Murda and Uncle Clifford.
I'm just saying. I'm just
But
saying.
no, they wouldn't have been able to populate the world that way.
I'm just saying that's how they tell the story. Hey, it was the garden, and then it was Adam and Eve, then it was Cain and Abel, and then more people came.
I'll tell y'all offline what I think about that. But you should have known if you told me to watch a show with some dragons, that wasn't gonna happen.
You are over the dragons. You're overplaying the dragons. The dragons are just a part of the backdrop.
But are there dragons
Yes.
in the story? So then,
It's called House of the Dragons.
then you should have known I wasn't gonna watch it.
Why?
Because you should know me by now.
What do you have against dragons? You never even met a dragon.
Dang, why you trying to make her watch the show though?
I'm just asking.
I'm not a fantasy world type person. And I would have thought you'd get that.
This nigga said you never even met a dragon. Like,
I'm just wondering why
Yes,
she's just
I'm
like so
discriminating against
anti-dragon.
the dragons.
You know what I'm saying? I was
I'm
born
not
in
a
the year of the
fantasy
dragons.
world
I like
person.
dragons. What?
I'm not a fantasy world type person. I don't watch them type of shows. Y'all should know this about me
But why
by
not?
now. It's not my cup of tea. I've tried it. It bores me, so I don't bother.
It bores you?
Yes.
it's like when you don't like something, a food,
I just said it bores
and it's like,
her.
well, why? You ain't had it cooked like how I cook it, so you
Hey, you don't like boar?
stop.
I'm just checking. I mean, like boiled boar? You had it boiled? All right. I never had no boar. That's nasty. You eat that?
Why you ain't never tried it? That's the food of your people.
It's like he gonna try everything.
These people. How you just telling me what my people eat?
You know he gonna try everything. He gonna try every show, every food.
Hey, how you know my people eat? You know what I'm saying? I was born year of the dragon.
And that's why you over here watching dragons.
I mean, it may contribute to how I feel.
I don't know what year I was born of. So, I don't know.
You was born when the Olympics.
Right, but that was the year of the what?
I don't know. You gotta look it up.
I bet you wasn't no dragons. That might be why I don't watch this shit.
And y'all missed out on the fire. Ooh.
I'm straight. You got it.
Ooh. All right, let's see. We about done. They did announce, I guess this is going to affect us sooner or later. California announced a ban of sale of gasoline cars in 2035.
So one, it probably won't affect me because I definitely won't be living here.
It's coming for you too.
I don't know because the state I'm moving to, unless they make some changes. But I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I felt like eventually people were going to be moving away from gas cars anyway because of how high gas is. So I think the dependency for those type of cars we're going to slowly go away.
I think it's inevitable. Like 2035, they're pushing, and that's going to be here quicker than we think, really. But they've been pushing for this. I just want to see how the technology advances to the point, at that point, to what electric cars are going to be.
Well, you know, I told you my next car was going to be an electric car, period, because the gas became
The only thing that I don't love about electric cars is the fact that, like, I feel like if they want to just turn your shit off, they could just turn your shit off.
Do the battery overheat like the Galaxy that came out on T-Mobile and was blowing niggas up?
The Galaxy Note that year, I went through like 4 Galaxies that year. They kept replacing my shit.
You should have got a lawsuit. You should have let it just burn you a little bit.
No, my shit didn't never blow up.
But are the cars gonna be like,
I just want.
That's my concern with it.
No, it's right now they're not blowing up.
But when they start trying to tinker with shit, yeah.
Well, hopefully the technology is advanced enough by then where that's not even that we're thinking about. But just the whole vibe on how you have to like recharge your shit and all that. I mean, it should be, like I said, way advanced by then. Hopefully, you don't have to just like plug up like.
How much you think it's gonna cost? Not the cars, but to charge per unit of whatever the fuck you measure.
Electricity.
Yeah. So how much you think it's gonna cost?
I don't know. You got to look. Well, I guess you got to look into how much it is. Like, I don't know how the whole car battery electricity thing works. Like how the wattage and all that. But it's basically electricity. So
and then how long do it take to charge? Because it seems like it takes longer to charge than it do to fill your gas tank up.
It probably does.
That is true, but I think for people paying for it right now, they say it's cheaper. But as they start to move towards that being the main source, I think it is gonna go up.
Yeah, I need a fast charge
because they need.
Y'all
not the charge. I was talking about the cost of it.
Technology is going to advance. Technology advances faster than it's ever advanced. So in 13 years, it'll be a whole different system than it is right now.
I mean, like y'all told me, I'm gonna have to eventually go.
We're probably gonna have to have a little boop boop. Oh yeah, by then, yeah.
Your car chip is gonna be implanted in your hand.
Oh, not mine.
Right, like
not mine. Mine won't.
I ain't gonna be able to do that.
I wish you could have seen your face.
Not mine. Mine definitely won't be implanted nowhere. It's somebody that just did that. You saw that story?
Oh, that's stupid as fuck.
I
don't want to know.
Nah, I saw the one where they did it for their fucking house.
Oh, I just saw a dude did it for his with his Tesla key. And he embedded the shit. That's
when you just got too much money and don't know what else to do with it. Because that's dumb. That's dumb.
I'm not embedding nothing in me. So.
Okay.
I cannot.
That's that part. What? You letting them embed the keys in you?
Hell no.
Let them put the little beep beep.
It took me a long time before I started even using my fingerprint for shit. So I ain't about to be letting nobody embed no shit into me to be doing none of that.
Y'all be letting them use your eyes? You be letting them use your eyes?
No, I only use my fingerprint.
You let them use your eyes? Nah, you can't use my eyes, player. You better take this code. You better take this passcode.
I can't.
I only do the fingerprint because through my younger years, I'm sure my fingerprints are wherever they need to be already anyway. So, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I just know.
Huh? You do the fingerprint?
No.
No? You do just the code? You do the little...
I do the code.
Do the code?
I do the fingerprint, and I will just admit, even though the code is only like 4 digits, I'm just lazy. It's quick. Yeah, it's quick. And on my computer now, let me do it.
That's how they get us with convenience. So regardless, like whatever is going to be the thing that gets us, it's going to get us because of convenience.
Then they're going to be saying that we saw your fingerprint on the scene of this crime.
That, like I said, mine's is already where it needs to be for that kind of bullshit to bullshit. So
we've established that I'm a lame, so ain't no crime y'all about to be linking me to. No way.
What about that time when they got y'all at that house, at that party?
No.
No, they didn't get your fingerprints?
I'm saying I don't do shit for it to come back on me. So
that time when y'all had to run out the party? No? No. All right.
I don't be doing shit. I'm boring. So.
Damn.
Yeah, that's my life.
That's your life?
My fingerprints could be anywhere and I'll be straight.
Hey, I guess that's a good thing. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. Bounce, rock, skate. We gotta go.
Yeah, to the bathroom.
Okay, all right. And that part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can spin it around, do the ritual, and we get out of here. Yeah. All right. Before we do that, make sure that you tap into our YouTube at www.Deez Ninjas Network. Make sure that you follow all our social media platforms at Deez Ninjas Podcast. That's easy, right? Check out for new content coming, new clips, new full episodes on the way. Check it out. I'm gonna give it to Shanni, she gonna tell you your stuff. I'm gonna give it to Taz. She gonna tell you your stuff. I'll go last.
All right. I'm at Love So Outspoken on IG. My podcast is Decadent Conversations on YouTube. And I do have an IG page for Decadent Conversations, which is Decadent_Conversations. Church. Well, church is not a part of it, but church.
Tabernacle.
Preach.
All right, Taz.
It's your girl Taz, and I just found out I was born in the year of the ox. So somebody go ahead and hit me up and tell me what the hell that means. But anywho, you can find me on IG and Twitter at Mocha Vibes. On IG is with the _VYBEZ. Mocha Vibes podcast coming soon.
Hey.
So yeah.
I just want to let you know, if you watch Game of Thrones, you'll see Ox ain't doing nothing with no dragon. Woo. Jeez, guys, this would be bad. All right. I am Club Dynamite, coolest ninja you know. It's real easy. It's Club Dynamite. Change the YouTube V on all the platforms. You know what I'm saying? Really, really simple. Shout out to What Up Vern. Shout out to Vacation Barb. She's, doing that right now. Right. Shout out to Nikki Savage. And, you know what I'm saying? We love you. We appreciate you for tapping in with us.
Appreciate it.
And we are out. Hey, Extendo.
Peace.
I got you.